never really right time obtuse. Getting in the fight, I might lose. Never really had the bout nice boobs. Hoping I'll keep up 9 soon. Picking up the mic to spike my views. Keep it kinda like haikus. I'ma take the night to write my news. What's the height I wanna strike my news?
Hey, welcome to Wolf Talk Podcast. I am Wolf and I have MC Translation here with me today. How are you doing?
All right. How's everything?
Oh, it's going pretty good. And yourself?
Good. Good. Thank you.
So, obviously we got things to talk about. We got a show coming up. But first and foremost, what got you into music?
First, listening to it growing up. My father worked in radio for years. First, it was country radio. And then the radio station sold and it became like soul and R&B, kind of a precursor to hip hop when I was a little kid. And he started bringing home some of the early rap records from the radio station. So I got into rap that way. And later he worked at a classic rock and roll station. So I've listened to a whole bunch of music, but hip hop was the kind of one I got into in terms of performing. And back in Kent, when I lived in Kent, Ohio, me and some friends would start sitting around rapping. And then when I moved out to California, I realized that a lot of people do that as a religion. So I kept up with it and started recording, and used to be part of a group called Word of Mouth. And we had different people from a lot of different backgrounds. We had a French Afro-Caribbean guy, a Native American artist who did all our cover work and stuff, and then a bass player and a DJ from Japan. And
Oh, that's neat.
yeah, so we were kind of an international hip hop crew, and kind of half live, half DJ type of sound. And then I went on to do some solo stuff, and I've performed in a bunch of places around the world and around the U.S., in Ohio and California, New York City, different places like that, and a bunch of different countries too, actually.
Oh, wow. So what countries did you perform at?
Oh, I've done some performances in Europe, Sweden, and Belgium.
Oh, wow.
Little bit in South America and Argentina, and a little bit in Asia, Japan, and Thailand.
Wow, you got around.
Yeah. I've been to over 50 countries. I've probably performed in like 8 or 10 of them.
Wow, that's awesome.
And
I bet it's been fun.
oh, it's been fun. I'm a little more settled down now, but I'll still do a good show. I'll bust one out whenever the opportunity arises.
So obviously you have some shows coming up. Do you have anything before the January 3rd show? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm out here in the country in rural Ohio, so the connection, I apologize.
That's fine. I
I'll
said you
probably
have.
be,
Go ahead.
yeah, I think I caught your question. I'll be out in California for a little over a month here, pretty soon, and I'll probably be doing a few performances out there in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area. But I'll be back in December in time for the show.
So we are performing. Wolf Air Records is hosting an event at the Vortex in Akron. I got you and Problem Child, and BM, obviously Eric D,
Mm-hmm.
and Jeremy Howe. He's called The Remedy,
Okay.
and Steve O'Creep.
Okay.
I don't know if you've heard any of those people.
A couple of them ring a bell. What is it all? What types of music do they do?
All the same as you, rap. Steve O'Creep's like a metal rap.
Okay.
Yeah, but he
Okay.
he
Okay.
performs big around here.
Okay. Cool.
I could see your internet's being
Cool.
slow.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see if there's anything. I got a pretty diverse sound in terms of hip hop. Some of my stuff's kind of a West Coast feel. I also do some stuff that has like a kind of a classic rock backbone to it. A few things that are kind of like a sound, so a little bit of a variety. And then there's some international stuff. I'll probably do a few songs with Spanish, probably some French, maybe throw in a little Italian or Hebrew or Japanese while we're at it. But I'd say the majority is in English, be in English. So, you know, the local crowd will understand most of it. But this is where like some cooks will come out of the kitchen because they speak, check it out, you know, because they understand what they're hearing and stuff like that.
Yeah, your poor internet. It's
so that, okay. Hopefully this one holds up a little better. I'm on a different connection now, so
okay.
but I do apologize.
Hard to tell. I said it's hard to tell. I guess we'll
Sorry,
find
what's
out.
that?
Are you there?
Okay. Yeah, I apologize for that. It's the best I can
No,
do
you're
out
fine.
here. There's no
You're fine.
no real wires that run out here by the past the farms and all that. So
That's understandable. I totally understand. So anyway, everybody needs to come out to the show before we lose him.
of course, I'll be looking forward to it. What's the Vortex
You
like?
know, it's kind of a big Jelly Roll performed there before he got big. When he was in his
Oh,
he
wow,
was in his
okay.
rap stage. It's been there for 14 years. I've actually been in contact with
Okay.
the manager. So
Okay.
dude, he like named a bunch of people that started out there. Oh, we got Eric D.
Okay.
Hey, Eric D. Uh-oh, he has no sound.
I'm sorry, I had to
There you
download
go.
the app. The browser wasn't too friendly with it, so.
Okay, well, hello.
Hi.
Welcome. This is Eric D, everybody. He will be performing at the Vortex.
How are you all?
Good, and you?
Good. So, do you like my shirt? I have a cat, so kind of looks like this. So it says Kitty's first sacrificial offering.
Oh.
It's one of those like Spencer shirts or whatever.
No, we've been battling with translations internet.
Oh. Okay. Well,
seems to be on point for the moment, but
yeah, I mean, it happens. Sometimes it gets spotty, but I mean, I've never really had you cut off on me ever, Dan. So,
well, that's good.
yeah, but yeah. So we're here. So what's going on? So I know you're Wolfvair. Is your name Wolfvair or is it Wolfvair Records?
The company is Wolfvair Records, but I go by Wolf, so
Okay,
that's why I put that on my profile.
Can I call you like Wolfie for short or something?
That's fine. I don't care.
No, I'm just joking. I'm just goofy like that.
So you ready for the show?
we're ready to. We're always ready to rock, right, Dan?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, we're old school heads. You know, we know a thing or two about hip hop. That's for sure. Especially my main lyricist on the mic there, but I'm cutting it up, you know, and just kind of mixing his tracks for him, you know, full set, real time. So
Yeah, so I was just saying how I'll be doing some lyrics in a bunch of different languages, mostly English. I speak about 7 or 8 languages to different levels, some of them pretty fluently.
the global climate might call for you to throw a little, you know, Hebrew and some Yiddish in.
I'll throw a little Hebrew and Arabic and Yiddish in here. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to keep it cool for everybody, but I mean, yeah.
It's usually it's cool. I was doing a show in Thailand a few years back, and I was just throwing out all these different languages.
Phuket or
I was in Bangkok.
Oh, one night in Bangkok. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and
you like
it wasn't
that?
one of those clubs, but it was a hip hop club.
No, buy me drinky.
No.
Okay.
And
the movie.
I was just throwing out all these different languages, and after my performance, like all these different people would come up to me, like some French guy, like, "Hey, I heard the French," and like
They
some
loved
you know, Spanish speaking people, "Hey," and then like the Japanese people would be like, "Hey, you're rapping Japanese," and like all the different people would approach me because they heard a little bit of their
That's
language.
sick,
It was
dude.
pretty cool. I'm
gonna give you some island terms for tomorrow if you ever want to throw them in any songs.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
So.
Do a little for your island bros, because I'm sure you got some more Chamorro buddies out in San Fran.
Probably.
Yeah.
So are you going to California with him?
No, I'm originally I grew up in Southern California, different part of California, but we talked about at some point going and doing like, you know, a few days in San Fran and then heading up into Tahoe for a little and then heading down to Reno and stuff, but we haven't got there yet. We're still going to do it, right, Dan?
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's been crazy, as you know. I mean, I'm sure you probably had a lot of crazy stuff happen, and we're just trying to keep up with the Joneses these days, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
And so I'm failing miserably, but hey, at least I'm failing miserably, right? You know. But yeah. So January 3rd.
Yeah.
I know it's at the Vortex.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is playing?
We just talked about that. Hold on one second. I'll bring up the list again. It's Ann BM, Problem Child, Steve-O Creep, and then The Remedy.
Okay.
And then you guys.
Okay.
Nice. So these local kind of Akron area.
Yeah, I mean they're within 45 minutes, so.
Okay.
Now, do you like? So I know you talked about the MC Translation set. Do you like old school, like any old school like 90s hip hop or anything like that?
Oh, me? Yes, I grew up with it.
So do you want me to throw a set like that too?
I'm sure if you want.
Okay.
That'd be kind of neat.
I've got hundreds and hundreds of those kind of tracks too, and I'm always itching to play them, but it's never usually the right arena anymore, as you know, in the current politically correct environment that we're in. It might offend somebody, and I don't want to do that. Do I?
Well, you'll have to send me some of your stuff, because Benjamin only sent me who was playing, and that's what I was just telling him before we started.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some snippets and some bits and some pieces, and I'm pretty versatile. So I mean, I play anything from, you know, I just was asking about the hip hop. I play drum and bass. I play tech house, techno. My roots are 30 years ago, house music, breaks, trance. I've done it all. Aside from happy hardcore maybe and hard dance, hard style dance. But I do have a style that I'm really getting into that is big in like Norway and in the Netherlands and stuff. It's called hard groove techno. It's pretty banging. It's kind of like a cross between like old hard house and techno with a new flair. So it's got like all those awesome old samples like you know, Renegade Master and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But in the techno form, and it just sounds super underground. But yeah, I can send you some stuff.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I'd love to hear it.
Okay.
How long of a set should I be prepared for?
Well, the Vortex is giving me 7 p.m. to 12 p.m., Well, 7,
Okay.
12 a.m.
5 hours.
It's about an hour.
Okay.
You good? We're gonna add some of that house in then, right?
Yeah. Is it are he and I sharing the hour collectively then, pretty much, or?
Well, there's five of you, but I would say you guys could probably get a little bit longer set because there's both of you, because everybody else is like maybe a half hour.
Would we be
45
able
minutes.
to do like possibly like an hour and a half at least?
Yeah, we could probably do that.
Okay, between us, that's a comfort zone. I mean, if you threw 2 out of love, that'd be cool too. But I get it if you don't have the time for it. But yeah, an hour and a half is probably enough for Dan. Wouldn't you say to us to do what we need to do?
I usually, I mean, depending on the scenario, I'll usually do about 40 to 50 minutes, 45 minutes. So yeah.
I'll throw a little bit of motherfuckers coming straight out of Compton.
There you go. There you go.
And just some more family friendly favorites and whatnot.
And yeah, just let us know, kind of the flow of things and where we're going to go on. And, if you want us to kind of start with like a live hip hop set and then he can finish it off with a DJ set, or vice versa.
I think that'd be dope if I just kind of finished it off, or if you want me to go before you with the hip hop, I could too, Dan. I'm flexible.
Just an FYI, I will be streaming live.
Okay. We're used to it.
So
is it censored? Like, most of my stuff's pretty clean, but
I got to make sure my hair's leopard skin again by then. So
it's going to be on wolfvairrecords. So
okay.
I'm just joking. I'm not going to make leopard skin hair. I could, but I don't want to.
So we could probably do a post prior, like we could get a banner and everybody, like you guys could post it, and all the artists that are playing, they could post it and say, hey, come to wolfvairrecords, follow them. It brings people to the page so they can watch the show.
So is it a record store or a record label?
The record label.
Okay. And what styles do you typically look for, do you think?
I'm a promoting label. I promote all genres.
Okay, so you're not like a digital label getting producers on the platforms then?
No.
Okay.
No, basically I help people get gigs around the area.
Okay. Well, hey, that's welcome. That's welcome. I'm glad that Benjamin put us together here. So what were the questions that you had for our interview?
Well, I kind of asked him already.
Okay,
but I'll ask you, Eric. What got you into music?
Well, I mean, I guess before I even knew I was into music, I was into music. So, I've always been into art. So I've always, I grew up drawing and skateboarding and stuff. And if I wasn't out skateboarding or at school or whatever, I was either taking pictures with my camera or in my room drawing. And whenever I was drawing, I had to listen to music. And I was into anything from, like I said, NWA, Ice-T, the early stuff, Public Enemy, or the early 80s skate punk like Dead Kennedys, Black Flag, Circle Jerks, all that good stuff. And some skate buddies of mine, we thought, we had a bright idea and said, hey, we're going to start a skate rock band in the garage. Let's do it. And I got a really shitty set of used drums at a music store for a good deal. And I was just like pounding away and stuff. And it wasn't probably like 5 or 6 months. And then I joined, I used to be in the Navy. So I joined the Navy and left like all the drums. Right. So when I joined the military, I was out in, I started clubs and parties there. And I just started dancing so much and I would just sweat so hard at the end of the night. I didn't know what it was that made me do that. That's so powerful, so I started messing around on my buddies' turntables after the club nights and stuff. And they told me, oh, they sucked. And I cleared living rooms out and everything. And, you'll never amount to anything. Oh, stop. You're hurting our ears and stuff. And it just made me want to do it more. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, really? Huh? And then one of my buddies ended up getting another new setup and upgrading his. And he had a really crappy Gemini set at the time. And he was like, listen, Eric, I'm going to sell this for $300 or $400 to some dude. Or if you want it next payday, I'll sell it to you for $200 since you're my dude. And I was like, next payday. And I got it. And I got 10 records. That's what I had enough money to get 10 records at the record store. And me and my buddy took 2 weeks of leave. He was my roommate too, and he was in the Navy on a different attachment. But we took 2 weeks leave at the same time, ate Kraft mac and cheese, played the same record on my turntable, and took turns playing Sega Genesis, Mortal Kombat, and that for 2 weeks. And you know, after that, I knew what I wanted to do.
That's awesome. So how long you been at it?
So that was 1994.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cranking it.
You know, a little something here and there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could play it more, but you know, society is it's a delicate thing these days.
Yeah. So translation's got to leave here shortly. So tell everybody where they can.
Translation and I have plans. So eventually we're going to have a recording studio down here in Columbus. So if you know anyone, we'll let you know when it's up. But we plan to have a full-fledged recording studio.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
So where can everybody find your stuff, Translation?
I got some stuff on YouTube. If you search MC Translation, I got a little mini series I started years ago, bringing it to the people, where I got a few kind of little tour videos where I interview people and do some performances and stuff like that. And I got some just some audio tracks posted on YouTube as well.
We'll get those digital on flash drives too at some point. I'll get Benjamin to do that. Those 2 CDs.
Okay. I think you can find some. I think you can find my second CD worldwide on iTunes as well.
Yeah.
If as far as I know, and
you got to get
I was
on
an old
Spotify too.
Yeah, I need to get some stuff on Spotify. I was an old CD baby dude back in the day, and then they started loading it digital and stuff. But used to be able to order like an actual physical CD.
Well, I was an 8-track
guy,
and I'll tell you, man, there was no sound like that. No, I'm just
yeah,
a little before my time. But remember the reel-to-reels though?
Yeah,
that was good sound, man. I was watching. Do you ever watch any YouTube mixes, Wolf, at all? Like
a little bit.
So there's this, boiler rooms, right?
Yeah.
So there was this boiler room with Kerry Chandler, and I'll tell you what, like he was mixing with reel-to-reels.
Huh.
And it was just, I was blown away. I was like, he had people like they were all dancing. Like I don't think they all realized that they were dancing exactly the same because of what he was doing, but it was just that kind of powerful thing. And I was like, I can't believe he's doing that. That's, and it was just flawless. So, yeah.
Right on. But yeah, I'll be looking forward to the show, and I know some people in that area, so I'll put the word out. And
okay.
Can you link us to the event page, or are we linked?
It's not up yet.
Okay.
But I will definitely get you the.
Do we need to send you our logos or our affiliate?
He already did.
Okay.
Benjamin already sent it.
Okay, cool.
So
other than that, Vortex is a really cool spot, Dan.
Yeah. I'm just hearing about it. It's been a couple decades since I lived in Northeast Ohio, so I don't think it was around when I was there, but it sounds real cool. So
it is cool. It's very cool, man.
Okay. All right. Well, that's something to look forward to, and I'll put a good set together for sure.
What's the sound system like, Wolf, out there?
The what?
Sound system.
For the Vortex?
Yeah.
It's really good.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, cool. Yeah. So aside from what got me into music,
I'm gonna step out here, but
yeah, you're fine.
Right,
don't let me stop you, and we'll be in touch.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll talk to you soon, brother.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Thanks, Wolf.
But thank you.
What were some other questions aside from what got me into music?
Basically we just talked about the event, what got into music so far. So
want me to tell you about do you know about what Benjamin and I do?
No.
Okay, so we are Henchman 3 Productions. And we are basically a multifaceted, multi-genre, multi-city event company. So we don't just throw like raves or anything like that. We throw uniting of like the different subcultures kind of event. Ranging from underground hip hop, beatbox duos, we're getting some comedy loopers in, any sort of electronic that we love. We want to showcase that. We're trying to do some fusion bands and some things like that too. So, I mean, when I said that, it's just what it is. But we've done it for about 2 years in the city. Our first one was in Pittsburgh in an art gallery. And we've just done multiple ones in Kent, Akron, Mansfield, even one. Never doing it again in there, but we did one. Cleveland multiple times. Springfield a couple of weekends ago. We did Cleveland last weekend. Multiple in Columbus where I live. So, do you have a roster of talent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So keep that in Benjamin's ear because, we're always looking to have a fresh rotation.
Okay.
Yeah. If you have
All
room
right.
and everything like that, I'll link you to some personal stuff. I'm not the best at updating my SoundClouds and Mixclouds, so I do apologize about that.
No, you're fine.
But I have a bunch of stuff that I was just listening to that I'm super happy to let you hear.
Okay.
So I'll give you a few different styles, samples, and you can just have a listen. And if you know anyone else, even though not for this event, that might want a different style, let me know. I'm down. I'm totally down.
Okay.
I'll even throw you percentages or whatever,
Awesome.
as an incentive, because I know we all have to have a motivation or motivator. And yeah, we like to be nice, but that doesn't pay the bills.
And you know what's funny?
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 4 years now out of my own heart.
I know, but you gotta have something to compensate.
But
it's
you know what's
fair
funny?
For anyone to ask anything otherwise. Just like people that want to undercut paying DJs, we're talent just like the rest of the people are. Well, I don't speak for all the people that say they're DJs, but if you've walked the path of decades, I know that I consider myself, putting in some time and some effort in learning what I do.
Well, I'm going to tell you straight up, if you actually Google wolfvairrecords, Google it. You're going to I've interviewed over 800 artists in the last 4 years, and I knew eventually that it's going to compensate. I just kept going.
Well, I'd love to talk to you more about that.
Obviously off the show.
Events, we don't really kind of have that time that you have to cultivate relationships with and stuff,
Right.
And we don't. And you can try to do it all as a promoter and a DJ and a duo. You just can't. We've built a really decent team. And then in the almost 2 years we've been doing it. And so that we're blessed for that, but we're looking for someone who's a hustler in that department. I'm going to tell you. So, I mean, if there's something we can cultivate some sort of a reciprocal working relationship, and you can throw, some of our best, onto something where you're getting us, fairly decent bookings pretty regularly. And
I also started a radio station. So
nice. My buddy and I are actually going to be starting like a sit down studio styled YouTube cast. So we're looking forward to that too. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So that's a project we've been talking about, but it's one of those things where, we want to do it, but then you get the little bit of shyness. And I'm like, you know what? We got to bite the bullet, dude. Now is as good a time as any. And some of those dudes you see making big money on YouTube, if they can do it, we should be doing it too then.
Right.
As at least part of our income, So, I mean, now's the time if we wanted to, and I'm ready. I feel like I have a decent voice, and I can talk on camera, and we can have some laughs, and we can sit there and
yeah, right.
have some deep stories about and so we want to. So yeah, I'd like to tell you more about it. I have to get the okay from my partner before I just blurt it out, but it's going to be really cool, and I bet I could even get you on one of them.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I bet I could get you on one because it's going to be multiple rotating guests on there and stuff. So
okay,
yeah, but that's in the works. So it's not like tomorrow or anything. But
obviously
we just have to start making the videos, man. They have to suck for a while. That's just what's going to happen,
Yep.
But yeah. So other than that, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what we do and stuff. 'cause
So
it's exciting.
tell everybody where they can find your stuff.
You can find my stuff at let me find my. I'm sorry, 1 second.
Oh,
Did I lose you?
yeah, you're fine. It does that when you leave the.
I just wanted to see, like, I gotta see the right thing. Can I just like paste the link or something?
Yeah, as soon you could paste it as soon as I put it up on YouTube.
All right, so here is this. I'm gonna send them to you in text, okay?
Okay.
I guess this is gonna prompt me to hurry up and get some new stuff on there too. Sorry. Let's see here. I see ya. All right, here you go. And then, so here's this one. I have Mixcloud, if you've heard of that one.
Yeah.
And then I have SoundCloud too. And also, I'm into photography, if you know anyone.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a little of that on my side as well.
Okay. Yeah, I have like a really nice couple of Nikon cameras and HD video and everything too. I'm trying to do something side stuff with it, so I'm just putting it out there. Well, anyway, I'll get you the SoundCloud one too. I
Okay.
have to log in for some reason, but I'll get it to you. And so those would be the two spots. But I'm gonna send you I'm gonna just upload you some WeTransfer stuff and just let you check that.
Okay.
Is that okay?
That's fine by me. You coming back to the show?
Oh yeah. No, I'm right here.
Okay.
I didn't realize I left the show.
You're fine.
But it's great to be back. Great to be back. And yeah, I'll just send you that for you to check out. But I'll update. I definitely am in very bad need of an update. It's just I've been running myself rampant. I'm gonna get more into production too, which is really exciting for me.
Yeah, sounds exciting.
Well, I have like a laptop and stuff, but I was it's a long story, but I just recently got it back up and running, and I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna ever be able to produce. I'm just gonna be a DJ who grows old just being a DJ, and that wasn't ever the thought was yeah, I love the performance aspect, but now that I'm kind of more mature and not just out there trying to be the wild crazy guy, I have the focus to be able to that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? That's the next step. And then my laptop was out of commission. I was like, no. But now I just recently got it back up and running. Super excited now. My life has it's opened a whole new light. Yeah. So I'm like, yes. Whereas once I thought I would never be able to, now I can. I
All right.
One track, but I'll let you hear that another time. It's more of a tech housey stuff.
Okay, cool.
About 2012. Cool. Well, thanks for having me out.
Not a problem, and I'm super excited to see you on January 3rd.
We're excited too.
All right. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Well, thanks. You have a nice
Not a problem. Yeah, you too.
Peace.